Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you all online and ready to roll. I'm kind of excited for this one. I thought I'd let you do a little bit of independent work and see what you can pick up on your own. Learn the power of research. We've gone through our house and learned, the big safety shutoffs, the electricity and the water and the gas and a little bit of maintenance on your air conditioner and stuff like that. And those are great, but they're just scratching the surface. It's just the beginning of the things that you could do at your house, right? Like, there's a million little details that we probably don't even realize are an easy fix or are something that we could handle ourselves, and we just let it continue to bug us over the years, but we never really tackle some of those little problems. So that's going to be today's assignment. I want you to go through your house. There is bound to be something broken or something that needs a repair or something that needs to be looked at in the house. Now, I'm not talking about TVs and computers and stuff like that. I'm talking about house type stuff. It could be a leaking faucet or a toilet that continues to run after you flush it, or a light switch that doesn't work, or an outlet that doesn't work, or maybe your garbage disposal, your dishwasher. There's going to be something that could use a little bit of love. If you can't think of it off the top of your head, ask your family. Hey, is there something around the house that needs to be looked at? Something that needs to be repaired? Loose doorknobs are super common. I know in my house, my doorknobs seem like they're always coming loose and they rattle, and so they don't open as easily. Door locks, windows and window locks, leaking roofs, flashing. There's all kinds of things in your house that could use a little bit of love. I'm not going to ask you to fix it. That's not what this is about. But I am going to ask you to research it. So today, what you're going to do on your own, finally, I want you to find that thing and identify it. Take a picture of it, and on your assignment, all you're going to do is describe it. Hey, Mr. A, I've got a faucet in the guest bathroom that's constantly dripping, and it's left a stain in the sink. And I'm wondering how I can fix it. Today starts with identification. After you've identified your problem, I want you to do just a basic Google search. You're going to go on Google and just type it in, bathroom faucet leaking, right? And see what you can learn on your own. See the power of all this information you've got right here at your fingertips all the time. And honestly, how simple most of this stuff is that we kind of let build up to the point where we don't even think we need to tackle it, right? So identify your problem, take a picture of it. Import your picture into your assignment, give me a brief description. And when I say brief, if you're writing 3 sentences, it's probably more than what I'm looking for. Just a quick, I have a leaking faucet, here it is. Or I have a light switch that doesn't work. Now keep in mind, if it's electrical in particular, I don't want you messing with it, right? You're not safetied up. You don't really have the knowledge yet to dive into that electrical stuff without getting shocked or maybe setting off some of the circuit breakers in your house or possibly causing a fire. So don't mess with the electricity, but if it's an electrical issue, identify it and then start doing the Google search. Below your description, I want you to add 2 links to sites that you went to identify this problem. So when you do your Google search, you're going to get pages of stuff, generally speaking. Just copy and paste a couple of those pages and take a brief look at them. All right? This one's gravy, and I love the idea of you becoming more independent. I love the idea of you learning to problem solve. And this is kind of the first step, being able to go out and identify a problem, read the technical details and stuff like that, and then implement what you read in an actual, real life environment. So anyway, get after that, get it turned in. You got an hour and a half today. When we meet again, whether it's on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to start talking about those things you identified, and I can hopefully be looking at them on the classroom. So we'll identify them, start talking about them, and who knows, maybe we can start fixing some of this stuff virtually. And then within the next week or two, I'm really hoping to get our balsa sheds in, our little kits, and maybe even our saws. We'll see. So anyway, get after it. Try to have some fun with this. It's not a high pressure deal. And I hope you have a great day. And if you have any problems, email me. I'll do my best to get back to you pretty quickly. Have a great day, guys. I'll see ya.